In the step 6 of this series of how you can put yourself on the path to financial freedom, we had talked about two very different profiles, say an aggressive batsman like Virender Sehwag and a solid defender like Rahul Dravid. And we talked about the fact that investing is very similar and you need to have a mix of both a solid dependable instrument like a deposit and an aggressive player like equity. And you as an investor need to find a sweet spot as to what is the combination of both that you must have. Irrespective of what you choose, irrespective of where you lie finally, just like for a cricketer, whether he is a Sehwag or he is a Rahul Dravid, there are some absolute no's while batting, right? For example, leaving the ball which is going outside or off stump, you want to just leave it and let it go and not poke around it and nudge around it. Similarly, there are things that you must completely stay away from as a investor. Let's talk about them. Hi, my name is Harshvardhan and I'm the founder of Wealth Café, where we share with you ideas to help you make smart money decisions. While till now in this series we've talked to you about the things that you must do. In this step 8, we'll talk to you about the things that you must avoid so that you don't fall in your journey to attaining financial freedom. The first and the absolute no-no when investing your money is that do not put your money in Ponzi schemes. What is a Ponzi scheme? A Ponzi scheme is basically an investment scheme where you are promised very high returns and those returns are basically paid out to you from the money that is collected from the new investors. So the day the scheme stops getting money from a new investor, they will not be able to pay you out, and that is when you lose all the money that you invested in the scheme. So you have a very valid question that how do I identify a Ponzi scheme? Well, for this you must understand the basic principle of investing, which is high risk, high return. Meaning, if anybody or any entity, any individual is promising you a high return for the investments that you make with them, they will always be associated with a high risk. Anyone who is telling you that you will earn a high return with minimum risk or actually no risk in investing, this is a very, very good indicator of a Ponzi scheme, and this is something you must stay away from.
How will I know anything more than this is a red flag? Is there any benchmark return?
For this, you must go back and look at what your instruments earn you. On an average, a deposit earns you 7 to 8% return, whereas investing in the other end of the spectrum, that is equity stocks, will give you an average of 15 to 16% returns per annum. So a Ponzi scheme is something that will offer you something way beyond what equities offer you. For example, they would give you an assured return of maybe 4% a month. They may give you an assured return of 20% a month. The fact that they're giving you an assured return and combined with the fact that those returns are actually much more than what equity is able to offer you, these two in combination should raise the red flag that you are going down the wrong path, that you are actually being offered or being asked to invest in a Ponzi scheme, and that is a absolute no-no when you are investing your money. The second absolute no-no when you are investing your money is do not fall for the trends or rather the fads of investing. Investing your hard-earned money is not social media where the FOMO takes over and the fear of missing out results in you putting your money there. A very good example of this is when you look at cryptos. Today in India, in less than, I would say maybe 2 or less than 3 years, we have more than 100 million investors into cryptocurrencies. We do not even have that many investors in the stock market since the last 30-40 years of history of the stock market in India. Now, the fear of missing out maybe pushes you or maybe forces you to go behind these trends, rather these trends of investing. And then there are these fin influencers who kind of popularize these trends and say that if you're not putting your money there, you're actually losing something out, right? So do not be affected by these. It can be a source of information that something new has come, but it should definitely not be a reason for you to invest or something that you take a decision on. Especially when you look at the people on social media talking about or advising you to invest, check their qualification, check their background. See if they are actually a SEBI registered investment advisor. Are they someone who have their skin in the game, or who are just around to give you an advice and go away tomorrow? The third thing that you must avoid when you are taking these decisions of investing your money is, do not take advice from your family and friends. While your family and friends are around for many other reasons, investing or taking an advice as to where you must invest is something you must not seek from your family and friends, because at the end of the day, this is the money that you have earned and this is the money that you want to put to work for yourself. And it's very easy for someone to give a passing advice when again he does not get affected by the advice, and tomorrow it is you who will bear the brunt of the advice or the decision that you make. So that is why do not depend on your family and friends for advice, because at the end, nobody else is going to take care of it for you.
So, should I stay away from something like crypto?
Well, the answer of this is in the form of another question. Do you understand something like cryptos? Again, when you are faced with a lot of instruments, some of them can be extremely sophisticated, extremely complicated. You need to ask yourself whether you understand where you're putting money in. Do you know how that instrument works? Do you know how you will earn a return from that instrument? Do you know how you'll get your money back? If the answer to these questions is no, then definitely you must stay away from these instruments. Only because when you don't understand something and you put your money there, then it is as good as gambling, and it's only a matter of chance that you will get your money or double your money or maybe lose it all. And when you're in the game of investing and when you have put yourself on the serious path to financial freedom, there is no reason you must think of gambling your money away. Over so many years of investing and advising people as to where they must put their money, one important thing I've learned is, while you will make a lot of money by choosing the right instrument, but just by avoiding the bad ones, you will save a ton of money. By not taking the wrong decisions, by not getting into the wrong products, the amount of money you will land up saving, because you will not lose the money, can actually overpower the amount of money you will make by taking the right decisions. That is why when you invest, stay away from the three factors that we talked about, and focus on what instruments are right for you, what products are right for you. Do not think about the quick money, rather think about the amount of money you will make over a long period of time and the money that will stay with you, and that is how you know that you are surely put yourself on the path to financial freedom. With this, we are close to the end of this series on financial freedom. Do subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the last step in this series to financial freedom.